how to develop a winning mindset. Well, that's it. It's over. You're a loser. You're never going to achieve anything. Like, this is the kind of self and negative talk that people talk to themselves, right? Because they believe what they've been trained in school, that they can't be successful, right? When most people that are CEOs in the United States are all C-level people, right? And the reason is because we all have natural talents in something, right? And, you don't expect a 5'2" person to dunk a basketball. Can they dunk a basketball? Absolutely they can. It can be trained, and, Muggsy Bogues could dunk a basketball, right? But, he might have been a better wartime strategist like Napoleon, right? He might have had a different talent naturally, right? So we want to find out what our natural talent is, and we want to work hard at that natural talent and become the best in the world at it, right? And it might take a little bit to find out what that natural talent is, right? Your natural talent may not be speaking, it may be writing, it may be whatever, right? You're not meant to win at everything you do, right? But you want to make it easier, you want to make it easier on yourself to become the best in the world at something, right? So step one is to realize that everyone can do anything, right? But realizing that it's easier to win in what you're naturally good at, right? So you may be somebody that's got the gift of the gab, so sales may be what's easier for you. Some people are not good at sales, and even if they train, they're still going to be a 50-50 person at sales. Some people are going to have a 98% win rate, and it's like they're Superman at sales, right? Some people are good behind the scenes. Some people can think up strategies to use for that salesperson, or somebody's good at sales may need to partner with somebody who patents a product, right? Like something like that, right? So step one is to realize what you're good at and try to nurture that talent, right? Step two is you're a fish, and you're basically been graded on how well you climb a tree as a fish your entire life. This is what school has basically taught you, right? So they're sitting there like, oh, you got a B, oh, you got a C, oh, you're never going to amount to nothing, like whatever. If you're not good in school, this is what school has taught you, right, your whole life. So there's things that school has trained you in your brain, right? And you just it's naturally there. Like, oh, I'm not any good. Oh, I'm just a C student. Oh, I was bored in school. I wasn't good at school. Whatever. Like I said before, most CEOs are C-level students, right? The A-level students are the ones doing the work because that's what they're naturally good at, right? C-level students think differently. They have different abilities, right, than what was being graded in school, right? So the second thing is we're going to train our mind to get rid of all this other crap that school basically taught you, right? And we use affirmations to do that, right? So if you don't have an example of affirmations, you can get mine free in the description below, and see what I'm talking about, right? There was a reason that in my head, my expectations of myself was better than everybody else's, right? I believed that I could be better than everyone else, right? Not that I was better, but that I could be better, right? And there were reasons for that, and that's because my mother was giving me affirmations every day my entire life. You are my perfect baby, Nate. You were made in the image of God. You were put on this earth to do great things. And I love you, like, every day of my whole life. That's what she was saying. Those are my affirmations every day, and I've been getting them my whole life. right? And so I always wondered, like, why was I this and everybody else was this? They weren't getting these affirmations every day, right? And so you can go get those for free. You know, there's a list of 20 of them, right? And you can go get those for free, but that's going to train your mind to go away from what the world has trained you, because the world has absolutely messed you up. And trust me, like, the world is wrong, right? So now everyone has what's called negative thoughts, right? I can't do this. I can't do that. There's no way that can happen, you know, whatever, right? So you're going to replace, anytime you say, I can't do this, you're going to say, I am capable of learning how to do this, right? Do I have the time to do it? No, okay, we're going to move on from that, right? It's not that you can't do it. There's some other obstacle in the way that's keeping you from doing it, but you can do anything that you want to do. If you want to go to freaking Mars, you can find out a way to do it, and you can make it happen, right? Are you willing to sacrifice 50 years of your life to make it happen? Maybe not, right? But it doesn't mean that you can't do it, because you can. Everyone can do anything they want to do, right? Now, the biggest thing to be a winner is to have action steps to get to your goals, right? And when you're doing an action step, you're using what's called the SMART framework, right? That's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and in a certain amount of time, right? So today I'm going to get up, I'm going to do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups in 30 minutes. And then I'm going to eat breakfast correctly in a certain amount of time before I go to work every day for 365 days. And that will make me healthy by the end of the year. Right? That's an action plan to get healthy at home right now. Just gave it to you. Right? But it's, I will do X, Y, and Z in a certain amount of time to get the result that I want, right? All right. Number 4.5, or number 5, is that you can use what's called habit stacking. So if you're trying to add a certain habit to your life, you stack it with a habit you already have, right? So if you were trying to, you know, read your affirmations, you would stack that on something you already have. So every day you brush your teeth twice a day, I'm gonna read my affirmations twice a day as I'm brushing my teeth with the same habit. Like, and then all of a sudden that other habit that's habit stacking, right? And then lastly is you're gonna get rid of distractions, right? Slowly but surely, one by one, you're gonna get rid of distractions, right? And that could be people, that could be places, that could be things, right? Especially like if you're trying to get healthy, you're not going to be going to the bar 3 times a week and get healthy. You're just not, like, because you're going to be influenced to have, you know, 2,000 calories of alcohol, or you're going to have 2,000 calories of cheese fries, or whatever else is at a bar, right? Like, you know, it's very much going to hinder you from reaching your goal of being healthy, right? So you're just going to get rid of it, right? You say, and one of the affirmations is, I am honest to myself, right? Or I am truthful to myself. I keep my word to myself, right? So if you keep your word to yourself, you're going to say, I'm not going to this place anymore. And you keep your word to yourself. You never do it, and you believe it. Now, if you're a person that's never kept their word to themselves, you're going to have to find smaller things to start keeping your word to yourself every day until you believe yourself, right? So this is how you build a winning mindset, right? I'm Nate. I'm your life coach. Let me know what you would add down below to help you have a winning mindset. Shop at Ensorsale.com. Pick up a cool inspirational t-shirt today. Use code FitfutureMD for 20% off, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.